Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel, Fluent Pro Hub.
Good morning, everyone. This is Tom back with you on Fluent Pro Hub. I hope you're feeling calm and ready for another peaceful listening session. If you're just waking up, take a deep breath. If you're taking a break during your day, sit back and relax. There's no rush. There's no pressure. All you need to do is listen. Let the words flow into your ears and let your mind slowly get used to how real English sounds in everyday life. In our last session, we talked about longer sentences people use when they share feelings, explain small problems, or make polite requests. Today, we'll continue that journey, but this time, we'll focus on slightly more detailed situations, like talking about habits, making plans, giving opinions, or sharing small stories from your day. Remember, you don't need to repeat, you don't need to write. Just listen. Let your brain get familiar with the rhythm, the flow, the natural pauses in spoken English. Because the more you hear real sentences like these, the more you'll start to understand and one day speak without fear. So let's begin again, slowly and gently. Imagine you're talking to a friend about your phone. Instead of just saying it's slow, you might say, "My phone has been acting really slow lately, so I think I need to clear up some space, or maybe even get a new one soon." This sentence tells a little story, not just a fact, but a reason and even a possible solution. Or, let's say someone asks why you're smiling. You could say, "I was just remembering something funny that happened at work yesterday, and it still makes me laugh when I think about it." This shows emotion, memory, and connection, all in one natural sentence. Now, what if you're explaining a change in your routine? I've started going to bed a little earlier these days because I've noticed I feel much more energetic in the morning. This isn't just "I sleep early." It explains why, and that makes it more real, more human. Or when you're talking about learning, "I still don't understand every word when I watch English videos, but I've gotten better at guessing the meaning from the way people speak and what's happening on the screen." This is honest, positive, and something many learners can relate to. Now imagine you're making a plan with someone. We could meet at the cafe near the park if that works for you. Or we can pick somewhere else if you'd prefer. This is polite, flexible, and gives the other person a choice, a very natural way to make plans. Or when you're giving feedback, "I really liked your idea, and I think it would work well if we made just a few small changes to the timing." This is kind, constructive, and shows you were listening. Let's say you're talking about a habit you're trying to build. "I've been trying to drink a glass of water as soon as I wake up because I read that it helps wake up the body and improves digestion." This explains not just what you're doing, but why. And that's how real conversations go. Or when you're being honest about a mistake. "I completely forgot to send that email yesterday. I only remembered this morning, so I hope it's not too late." Now, what if you're describing how you feel after a long day? "I didn't do anything exciting today, but I feel good because I managed to finish everything I needed to do." This shows that peace and satisfaction don't always come from big events. Sometimes just completing your tasks is enough. Or when you're explaining why you said something. I didn't mean to interrupt you earlier. I just got excited about the same topic and couldn't wait to share my thought. This is a kind way to apologize, not just sorry, but why it happened. Let's try one about technology. This website keeps asking me to log in again, even though I'm already signed in. So I think there might be a problem with my account settings. This is how people really talk about tech issues. Not with technical words, but with simple, clear explanations. Or when you're sharing a small achievement. I finally figured out how to use that app after watching a tutorial. And now it feels much easier than I thought. This shows effort, learning, and progress, all in one sentence. Now, imagine you're talking about a future dream. One day, I'd love to travel to a country where English is spoken, so I can practice it in real conversations every day. This isn't just, I want to travel. It shows purpose, desire, and a personal goal. Or when you're being supportive. I know it feels difficult right now, but I've seen how much you've improved already, and I really believe you'll keep getting better. Wouldn't it feel good to hear that? This kind of sentence builds confidence. Let's say you're explaining your schedule. I usually work from home on Mondays and go to the office the rest of the week, so it's a bit of a mix. This gives a clear picture. Not just I work, but how and when. Or when you're talking about a preference. I don't mind watching movies at home, but I really enjoy going to the cinema once in a while for the full experience. This shows balance, liking both, but having a favorite. Now, what if you're giving a reason for being quiet? I wasn't ignoring you earlier. I was just focused on what I was doing and didn't hear you call my name. This explains without sounding defensive. Or when you're expressing gratitude. Thank you for being so patient with me while I was trying to explain. I know my English isn't perfect, but I really appreciate your kindness. This is humble, polite, and deeply human. And finally, imagine you're ending a conversation with warmth. I really enjoyed talking to you today. It made me feel more motivated to keep practicing, and I'm looking forward to our next chat. This leaves a positive feeling, not just ending, but connecting. That was another set of long, natural English sentences, not listed, not rushed, but shared slowly, like a teacher guiding a student through real-life conversation. I hope you felt calm while listening. I hope your mind stayed relaxed, and I hope you noticed how these sentences are not perfect. They're real, and real is what helps you grow. Remember, you don't need to remember every word. Just let them stay in your ears. Let them repeat in your mind. One day, without even trying, you'll find yourself saying something just like this in English. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving yourself this time to learn. You're doing better than you think. Until next time, take care of yourself. Keep listening, keep believing, and keep moving forward, one sentence at a time. Goodbye for now. I'll see you in the next lesson.